is Monty once again from DPL Surveillance Equipment. Thank you. We're state-of-the-art surveillance and security firm, and we have law enforcement grade products, and we have lifetime guarantees and warranties. We're a full-service surveillance and security equipment company. Again, with lifetime guarantees and warranties with all the products, 24/7, 365 tech sales and customer support. Thank you. We have a humongous video demonstration library, and not only can you buy these items from us, but you can also rent the equipment, do rent-to-own and layaway as well. And if you have any questions, as usual, give us a call anytime, 888-344-3742. That's 888-344-3742. The reason why we're doing this particular session today, we want to highlight some of the issues associated with central alarm monitoring companies. That includes the ADTs, the Swans, the Vivets of the world. There are lots of alarm monitoring companies out there that unfortunately are giving customers a false sense of security. And what we're finding out is that a lot of the central alarm monitoring companies, they have systems that researchers, otherwise known as hackers, has been able to compromise. For instance, there's a researcher from the Department of Energy, the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, one Logan Lamb. He's a security researcher. He's demonstrated numerous times, even at DEF CON and some other places, that he was able to compromise systems offered by, Vivint, VIVINT, ADT, Swan, even Dropcam. Unfortunately, what's happening is a lot of these systems don't use the type of technologies that will, and I'll give you guys the specifics on the ways their systems were compromised by Logan Lamb and other researchers. Okay, but these government researchers are very skilled at what they do, and they do this for a living, and they, are willing to demonstrate the vulnerabilities at some of the most high-tech meetings and conferences, again, such as DEF CON, Black Hat, and some of the other places, to illustrate how these hacks occur. So it's very revealing. And I think there was a Patrick Wardell and Kobe Moore. These guys are researchers as well. And they talk about vulnerabilities associated with Dropcam. So we just want to make sure you guys understand that when you go to the central alarm monitoring companies, they may not be selling you the type of security that you deserve. And mainly what's going on is that the systems are prone to being compromised because of the way the signals are transmitted. In addition to that, see, these are central repositories of information. When you have a lot of customers' live video feeds and such being transmitted to a central monitoring company, one particular location, that particular company is a very compelling target now for hackers and government agencies. If a government agency, for instance, wants to go to ADT, Vivint, Swan, Dropbox, whoever's collecting all that live data, the live video feeds of you roaming around in your house and such, all the government has to do is say, look, we think there could be suspicious activity. We heard that there was drug dealing. We heard that there was terrorist-related planning going on. We heard that there was child porn-related, illicit gambling, money laundering, or some activity. And then a gag order is issued to the company, so that the company can't even talk about the government asking for this information, right? So what happens is the gag order is issued, subpoenas go out, and the information is collected by the government agencies and monitored, and no one is the wiser, right? The customers have no idea. So this is something that we need to keep in mind when you turn your security over. And I'm just telling you this not so much so you'll do business with my company, but just understand that the alternative to having a central alarm monitoring company and paying monthly fees just to have your information compromised or intercepted or used by the governments of the world, instead of having that type of scenario, you may want to consider using the type of model that we are actually promoting, where you are responsible for monitoring your live video feeds. If you want to log into your system with your phone, your laptop, your iPad or notepad or whatever, and monitor what's going on in your home or office or whatever, vacation home, that's up to you. That's not a problem. And avoid the monthly fees. And at the same time, no central government, no government agency and no law enforcement agency or hackers are going to compromise your system, because we encrypt everything from start to finish, and we make absolutely sure that it's your data, your information, and if someone wants to issue a warrant or a subpoena or something to you, then they have to go to every individual customer and request that information and prove that they deserve that information from every individual customer, instead of going to one central alarm monitoring company and getting access to hundreds of thousands of customer-related private information. Okay, so again, we're going to have an article that talks about who the researchers are, what government agencies they represent or have worked for. We're going to talk about the specifics in terms of the compromises, where the ADTs and the Vivint and the Swan systems have been compromised, and the working models and how that was actually executed. So if you have any questions, we just thought we would get that out there as soon as possible, so you guys would know that this is something that I've been thinking about for a while, in terms of what happens when a subpoena is issued to a central alarm monitoring company, and they're compelled to turn over live data, live video feed, customer information to a law enforcement agency. Then a gag order is issued, and then the companies can't even tell you that as a government agency, I need to look at your live video feeds and see whether or not there's any drug dealing, child porn, gambling, terrorist-related planning going on, anything like that, okay? So anyway, if you have any questions regarding our bug detectors, our nanny cameras, our surveillance products, whether it be the digital voice recorders, digital video recorders, the anti-terrorist products, narcotics detectors, explosive detectors, X-ray baggage scanners, etc., etc. I just want to discuss the layaway, the rental programs, rent-to-own programs, etc., etc. Give us a call, 888-344-3742, 888-344-3742. Okay, you guys have a great day. Thanks. Take care. Bye.